Are you sure you're ready?
No.
'Cause this is, this is a big deal.
I already asked you. So you sure you want me at the end of the day after meeting 1,000 people?
Well, I mean, what should I be afraid of?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm
Are
joking.
you sure?
I just thought maybe you'd go, yeah, he could be a little like short fused, irritable.
Well, that's
Let's
why
do
that's
this
why I
another
brought
day.
Paul.
Pedigree.
Welcome to What's Your Story with Steph McMahon and Elise Dudzinski, an original Fanatics and WWE production. And this week we are here at Fanatics Fest, and it is phenomenal. I mean, that's a lot of F's, but it really is. I mean, it's been remarkable. Yesterday we got to tour the whole fan fest, and we were walking with Triple H, of course, my husband, and he's always like the Pied Piper. It's crazy. Like people come from out of nowhere to just see him, touch his arm, get a picture, whatever it is. We couldn't stop on the floor. We really wanted to get a tour of what the experience was like. And we couldn't even see anything because there were just fans everywhere.
Swarmed.
Which is the whole point, I suppose, right? Because the whole name of this company is Fanatics, which, what are you a fanatic about? And I love the notion that it really helps you celebrate what it means to be a fan.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes people think of fans or they talk about fans in a pejorative way, and that's not at all the case here. I mean, everybody here is so proud of what they love, so proud to be a part of it. It's just been an incredible experience. And kudos to Michael Rubin, who we have had on the podcast.
Yes.
Because this event is like no other that I've been to, with special moments. Kevin Durant was just on stage, got a call that he's been drafted, like while he's on stage in the moment. There's just been so many unexpected viral moments. It's just, it's really a fun place to be. And I've had the opportunity to meet people I've never met before.
I mean, I saw Tom Brady.
You saw Tom Brady.
From a
I met
distance.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
No, I'm a terrible friend.
She was like, she's like, hey, Elise, watch this.
Yeah.
Cracking jokes.
So
So I took a picture of Steph's back, but it was fine.
it's all good.
But I mean, I'm not mad. I've never
We're
been.
going to get him on the show. That's the goal. That's the goal.
I won't be well.
No,
but-
you will be fine.
No.
You
So
will.
yeah,
You will be fine.
totally. The whole time. But I've never been, and I just kind of didn't know what to expect. And when we were out on that floor, I was watching the swarming. I mean, we like got taken out trying to follow you. I'm like, we'll meet you at the end. But I just, people are coming from all over, paying to see who
Their
they're a
favorite
fan
stars,
of, and
yeah.
play games and get merch, and it's just another level. I mean, it was really cool to be here, and then we get a chance to meet and talk to some pretty awesome people.
Yeah. And Fanatics, they just really are such an incredible partner. And not just saying that obviously because they're our partner, but I'm very proud
Yeah.
to be partnered with a company that's so professional and that truly cares about their customer. You know, because I think that makes such a huge difference when you care about their experience and, you know, delivering something special. I would say over delivering for them.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, there's a financial exchange. Yes, you have to pay to be here, but it's so
But
worth
you
it.
want, yeah, you want
It's
to be.
just, yeah.
I mean, I think they thought of everything. We've seen athletes doing WWE entrances. You've seen WWE
Tom
superstars.
Brady, Gronk.
Yes.
I mean, we
Crushed
talked
it.
about this. Yes.
But then you see like Cena shooting basketballs. I don't know if you saw that clip.
I didn't see that clip.
You guys saw it. I mean,
Can
I
he?
think
Can he play?
So I think he was intentionally.
No. Okay.
I felt like, no, it was definitely right.
Yeah.
He's just like throwing it, but
Bricks?
It's, yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. But like to have that
there a sound effect?
crossover.
No.
No, there's just everyone on their phone watching.
I didn't know
It
if
happened.
Cena perhaps was
He just like
like on purpose.
he'd grab it
No.
and he'd like throw it just above him and run to the next one. Like you could
Oh, that's
tell
kinda fun,
he's
yeah.
messing with everyone. But like
But what a great way also to, if you are not a great
so
basketball
that's what I was
player,
thinking.
Yeah.
And then Brady's
Because
just
then nobody can knock you.
good at everything.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met him. Not mad. But just to see the crossover, and then there's comedians, there's musicians,
Yeah.
there's just so much happening.
Influencers.
I mean, there's literally everyone and everything here.
Yep.
I'm just
You don't
happy,
want to miss it. You
just
don't
happy
wanna
to be
miss
a
it.
part of it.
Yes. Oh.
So-
Oh. Brick.
But like, wait, ready?
Yeah,
Watch,
where's
watch.
the basket
Look at
even?
it's like I don't know if he's. I mean, it's what a move. If he
John Cena is surprisingly great at basketball.
so
Oh my goodness.
that's the one I watched first, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then
Yeah, he's just being a goof. Yeah. He's having fun.
right,
But that's
Yeah.
part of what this whole thing is. Everybody's having fun. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's part of what makes this experience so great too, is it's really not it's not like long lines and you're waiting forever and it's like then you finally get to whatever it is you're getting to. It's like everything's a moment, everything's fun, everything's exciting. You don't know, like from one moment to the next, it's like what's around you. It's
yeah.
you know, it's really incredible.
And it seems
very
like
well done.
just from our conversation with Randy, but like seeing other WWE talent, just they seem like they're having fun.
Yeah,
right? They
everybody
get a chance.
does.
They get
Yes.
a chance to meet their fans and spend a little time with them and sign crazy merch. And I've seen Chelsea Green holding someone's baby. I don't know if he's like
No, I saw Punk holding the baby. At
see,
the
like
press
everyone's
conference.
passing around
Yes.
their babies. I mean,
It's a thing.
take them. Yeah, so it's been a great time.
It has been. And the great time continues because we are going to be interviewing one of the greatest superstars of all time. So I would like to do a formal introduction.
Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 14-time world champion, the legend killer, the Viper, third generation superstar and meme master, the one and only Randy Orton.
That was great.
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand? Tops is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Tops Now, highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year. Tops Now is enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to the superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion. Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, that moment could become the pull of a lifetime. Along with serial numbered parallels, some Tops Now releases offer a chance at rare short prints, superstar autographs, and even pieces of the mat, gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only available for a limited time, you won't want to wait to begin your Tops Now journey. Be sure to subscribe to the WWE Tops Now mailing list on Tops.com and follow Tops on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment. Thank you very, very much for doing this.
Yeah, no, it really is my pleasure. I've known you forever, and we've had many conversations, but never like anything like this. So
No,
this
I
could,
know, this
could
is-
could
this
be
is true.
interesting. Could
It
get
could be, it
interesting.
could be.
Yeah.
Do you know that you, me, and Paul actually have the most watched video of all time in WWE? We don't have to watch it.
On
But
YouTube.
yes, it is when you handcuffed him
I know.
and
I know.
you know the scene.
I know.
Yeah. You know.
So
You remember.
I was probably
I would remember, but I was knocked out from the DDT.
yeah. I was
Off the ropes.
in my 20s. I know, and I was so nervous. And so your father's there.
Yeah, I know. It must
Your
have been nerve-wracking.
Husband's there.
Yeah.
And we're rehearsing and we're rolling, right?
Yeah, no, we're
okay.
rolling,
Sorry.
yes.
I didn't hear. Okay.
But you can
I'm so
make like
sorry.
we're not.
Okay.
It's better that way.
Way
anyway.
better. I should have never asked.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So like the rehearsal, I don't know if you remember, but I just remember like Vince wanted to kind of see where we were going to be, and H is handcuffed, and how much does where does the DDT need to go down so he can't reach you and all
Right,
that,
right.
and then of course like, how are you gonna?
Do the deal.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess like this. You know, like I was like, it's so awkward. And then like in the back of my head, and like not really realizing how cool of a moment it would have eventually been, I'm thinking like, God, I hope like time's cut and we have to cut the
Kids,
SK.
I hope that doesn't
I don't even want to
happen.
say the K word, the SK, Pig Latin. But yeah, super like I was just like awkward, dude.
I love
Awkward,
that,
so
Emmanuel. You're
awkward.
so
I
awkward
feel
right
like I'm
now.
beat red. I'm usually beat red anyway, but
You can't even say
that's
kids.
that's an issue for my doctor to figure out. But back then I was definitely blushing my ass off. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
God, it
yeah,
was so
yeah.
funny.
And the fact that he was cool with it and had the wherewithal to know how amazing of a moment it would be, like it
Mm.
was all about how can we make this mean the most.
That's right, because we were selling the match.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and you
yes.
doing that to me
Yeah,
in
that
front of him, and
was-
he can't do anything about
and
it.
that was so 09. That was in 09. And
Wow.
I still hear references to like 09 Randy Orton, which is like super cool. And then it's also like super like that was like 15, 16 years ago. Like I wish
Wow.
there was like a like 2024 Orton.
No, now there's
He
2025 or
was really awesome back in 09. Or like today, like meeting all the people, and it's like, you know, the guy with the beard who looks like he's older than me, and he's like, I watched you when I was a kid. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
But you know, people even older than you will say that to you,
yeah, of course.
which I don't understand.
Well, and
that.
like, so like I try to rationalize it like, okay, I started young. So like
You were very
So
young.
I've been around a long time. And like I actually signed my WWE developmental deal in October of 1999. And then I took my first bump in January. So like it's like 25
Wow.
years. It's been like I think 23 years since I debuted on television. But like I feel like since you had the first match, started taking bumps on a regular, consistent basis, like that's kind of where that time frame starts.
Right.
So like at the 25-year mark, like it's like crazy to look back and think about all the places I've been, all the people I've met, all the things I've done. And then it gets real weird when you start like realizing how much you forgot.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
So like things like this are cool because who knows what'll happen, what we'll talk about, but you never know. Like, oh my God, you'll trigger a memory.
Right.
You know? And you've done that before with me, and I don't even think you were aware. But after I won, I was 24 and I won the world title. And I think you gave me your phone because I didn't have mine on me. I just left Gorilla and I called my father and I think my grandfather, but that's how foggy the memory is. I don't
Yeah.
remember the conversations. I just remember the emotions and being overwhelmed and being the last one to leave the Air Canada Center in Toronto, like just alone by myself with the world title in my lap, just like, is this real? Is this real? Like I remember all that, but like the little like nuance, like just the
Moments.
particulars. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like being able to be brought back to that, whether it's through conversation or like a YouTube video that my kids show me where they're like, well, this match is really cool. And I'm
Look
like,
at you in 09, Dad.
yeah. 09 Dad was cool. What happened? Well, but yeah, like what a ride. And it's like I'm still on it. And
Is it still surreal to you?
yeah, action figures like still doesn't register, still like pinch myself and like I don't know if I couldn't imagine how it couldn't be anything other than that for other guys, like to be like say in the store with your kids and see
Mm.
like your action figure on the shelf
Yeah.
like that. I don't see how you could ever get used to that. You know what I mean? But it's like it's just I'm like so blessed,
Yeah.
and you know it just really doesn't get any better. And I've had all the roller coaster and the you know personal issues and whatever that I've had to deal with, but I like overcame them. And I feel like where there was a fork in the road, I was always fortunate. And usually it was someone in the business that was able to steer me to the
Oh, that's
correct
interesting.
path on the fork,
Yeah.
either the opposite one. You know what I mean?
Yep. Who are some of your mentors that helped steered you in the right direction?
Oh my God. Well, your husband was probably the number one mentor.
Not because he's in the room.
Well, not because he's in the room. And I'll put him over like till the day I die, as far as like seeing something in me early on that I didn't see in myself, and then putting up with me as I started to kind of get the big head at a very young age, and maybe didn't take things as seriously as I should have, and sticking it out to where we are now, to where I've kind of come full circle, and it's I like I see how everything comes full circle. I
Yeah.
see how every like Hunter, Taker, Sean, Rick, all these men that helped guide me early on. Like I see myself now talking to younger guys, kind of helping them, guide them, and it's like, man, like it's a really like kind of gives you goosebumps. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, like life is really cool.
Y-
Like I'm just and that, and that's the thing. Like I made such horrible decisions when I was younger. Like I could genuinely like I almost hate even saying it out loud, but I feel like I'm lucky to be alive
Yeah.
just because of a couple dumb, stupid situations that I put myself in. But to have those men in my life um, really helped me straighten me out, whether they know it or not, you know? Yeah,
Do you, because part of what we try to do on the show, and I'm sorry you're like staring over the
it's okay.
microphone,
It's okay. It's okay.
but
I'm
is,
gonna wake up tomorrow morning.
yeah.
Why? Why can't I?
Why is my
Why's my
neck
neck
bothering
hurt?
me? God. Um, but it's, everybody in life goes through tough things, right? No matter
Sure.
who you are. I think the longer
Of
you live,
course.
the more beat up we all get in various ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I try to always pull out of guests like, what are some of those lessons that helped get you through? Like,
Mm.
what got you to this other side and this place in your life where you are feeling such gratitude
Yeah. That's
and
yeah. Gratitude
appreciation for
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 sure.
where you are?
So I think there's so many ways to answer that question. Um, I think that, like I said, I feel like I'm lucky to be here. There was so many times where I feel like if it could have been any other day of the week, that would have been it. You know what I mean? But as far as my career goes, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I was an asshole back in the day and still can be. But I'm sorry, I lost my train of
No,
thought.
no, that's all right.
Yeah,
You're talking
yeah.
about being an asshole.
No, no, I
No,
know, I
I'm
know.
teasing you. I'm
I
teasing
think
you.
that's what kind of took me out of it.
Yeah.
I try not to be an asshole. Oh no, no, no. I know where I was going,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I
Great. Great.
apologize.
No worries. Are you
So
kidding?
I started. I didn't see us talking about this stuff, but I started kind of like getting in my head, and this is after I met Kim, and I had 3 stepsons, and I have 2 daughters, and I kind of got overwhelmed, and I started getting. I don't know. I don't even really want to like get into this, but I don't even like give a fuck. Like, what the hell? Like, we all are human. Like, I was having like panic attacks,
Yeah.
and it was like it started to become hard to fly.
Hmm.
It started to become hard to stay in another bed, and I would be like up all night, and it was really rough. I think it kind of came to a head when I had my spinal fusion, and I was out for like a year and a half, and it was like, here's my identity. This is who I am. This is like the one thing I know that I'm good at, and I get respect for, and I can't do it anymore. And for like 6 months, I was under the impression that that was it until I met this amazing doctor, Dr. Cantor at Newport Beach, California, and he was able to perform the surgery on me so that I would be able to be an athlete again and not cut through any muscle. Whoops, not cut through any muscle. And so that, once you cut through muscle and that muscle stitched together, like there'll be like fatty infiltration into the tissue to where that muscle doesn't operate the same as it used to. It can get you by, but you're not going to
Sure.
be a pro wrestler or a pro athlete. During that time, that 6 months where I thought that that was it, like it was like such a, like I always, like when I was younger, I felt like so mentally strong and mentally tough and nothing could shake me. And like I got to like a dark place, and I started to revert back to some of my old habits, and I've got a wife and 5 kids, and luckily I was able to kind of nip it in the bud quick. She saw it happening, and I was put on some SSRIs, and
I don't know what that is.
It's like a anti-depression,
Okay.
anti-anxiety medication, and I've actually been off of them for about 6 months, and I feel like I'm myself again. But I needed them for a few years,
Yeah.
Steph, because like I can't believe I'm talking about this. I didn't know if I could do this job anymore. Even after I came back, I started to like my head was just going da-da-da-da-da-da. All it was like playing out all the scenarios. Worst case, it was trying to go to bed at night and then not being able to lay down in bed because my mind would start going, and then all of a sudden I'd get like hot and I'd have to get out of bed, and then I'd be like, everyone's sleeping in the house, and I'm out like walking around our yard, just like taking deep breaths. And I met like an amazing doctor, uh, and she like gave me just pages and pages of information on how to deal with like panic attacks and
Hmm.
stuff. And I don't know that the medication ever worked, but it made me feel not myself. So
Right.
I didn't like the medication, but I kept taking it because I thought that, well, I need to take this because if I don't, I'm going to have panic attacks. Well, I was having them anyway, you know? And like it, honestly, it's been, gosh, what is it, June? It's like coming on 6 months since I've had a panic attack. And
Good
it's
for
funny.
you.
I thank you. But this is like shit people deal with and don't talk about. And maybe so it's like it's good to talk about or something, but you
No,
know,
it's true.
I
It's
don't
very
know
true,
what this is gonna
especially
do
as
for the
someone
Randy Orton
seeing.
character on TV.
No,
You
I
don't
think
have to worry about that.
but I also think there's someone that's listening to this who's
Yeah.
going through it and they see this strong ass guy like you, you know, we're all human.
Yeah.
And so now that person hears it and they're like, okay, thank you. You know, I'm
Right.
not alone in this, or it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay to have
Yeah,
that.
it felt like I was alone in it. I had my wife, but I didn't talk to really anybody about it. I had a therapist I was talking to, and
Yeah.
she helped, but not that much. You
Yeah.
know, and then Kim would help the most. And then I started to get back on the road after my fusion. And you know, I've been back like a year and a half or so now, maybe a little more. So like I was still having
Yeah.
the issues.
And you didn't tell anybody.
So I told some of our medical, but I kept it real like, oh, you know, this happens to me sometimes. It's not a big deal. I got it. But
Just so you know.
just so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Just in case.
I'm taking this, you know, I'm taking
Mm.
Lexapro and I'm taking Busuprone and this is why I'm taking it. And, you know, is it weird that I'm taking it? And then I was reassured that like you know, if you chat GPT it, it'll say like a certain percentage of Americans are on SSRIs, and like that's about the same when it comes to the people that our doctors work with, that I work with. So I didn't feel alone because I knew that there, even though I didn't know who they were,
Right.
right? I knew that there was other people back there doing what I'm doing, kind of going through the same thing, like just little steps, right? That made me feel better. But like when I finally got off the medication, it was funny because it's like, oh, I'm off the anti-anxiety medication and I'm not having panic attacks anymore. Like it really like it's like a weight off
Oh,
you.
thank
Yeah,
God. Good
yeah.
for you.
There was times where mm, like I'd be with my kids or like my youngest, you know, and I'm like going through kind of like I guess an episode or something. And you know, I'm hiding it, you know. Um,
You don't want her to see.
yeah, no, because I'm
Her
dad.
big, strong dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my dad is like the toughest guy I've ever known. And like now that I'm older and I understand things better, like, you know, like I never saw him cry. I you know, never saw him sell a thing. Toughest guy, toughest guy. And guys that worked with him back in the day, they just reconfirmed that notion that your dad is a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He could handle himself. And like that always made me feel, but then like, well, what's the deal with me? You know? And like it just all kinds of like mental gymnastics to kind of get to where I am now. And I really feel like I'm in like a good place. And like, but it's kind of, I guess it's like kind of therapy to talk about it now. And knowing people will hear this is kind of what what's hitting me now. But I wouldn't have talked about it while it was happening. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Sure.
Just like I was hiding it from my kids. And then my boys are older, 22, 20, and almost 16. Everybody's almost driving. It's crazy. 3 of the 5 kids have cars. My driveway's like a
I
car,
bet.
car dealership.
Garage,
Yeah, it's like it's always time to like renew plates or get an oil change or an emissions test. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good. uh, but anyway, yeah. So enough of that. I just
Do you,
you yeah.
I think a lot of people find themselves, and especially I think professional athletes or, very famous celebrities or entertainers, what have you, because you find your identity in what you do. But that's not who you are,
Yeah, no,
you
it's
know?
not. But man, we
But
really feel
man,
like
yeah,
that's 99% of it.
it's what you feel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I think people struggle with that in very different ways, but I think it's very common,
yeah. No,
however you
it is.
identify
Yeah, yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Sure.
And then when something happens that changes, that opportunity, it's
Yeah,
like, well then who am I?
yeah.
And it's a real struggle.
Well, I was just talking to Hunter yesterday about, I think I mentioned to him how, like, like our schedule's gotten a lot more talent friendly. Um, I know that he wasn't at TV one week, and I, well, where is he? It was at Murphy softball. It was a
Or a softball game. Yeah.
very important
Yeah.
softball game.
Yeah.
I loved hearing that.
Yeah. It was the national championship.
National
Yeah.
championships.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was
NCAA.
important. I
It's
wasn't
all
sure. I
good.
didn't want to misspeak. But like just knowing that in the past, that never would have happened. And knowing that now it's okay, like it's almost like without even knowing it, without even like I just found out that he was at a softball game. No one else knows that, and but
Well, they
that's
do
like
now.
well they do now. But it's like even he don't even know it, but he's leading by example and saying like it's okay to say, hey, it's a month or two out. If there's any way, can I make this event to be there for my child? Because it's only going to happen once. And I don't think unless you're main event in some giant PLE, that you're going to get time off to go do that.
Yeah.
There's no question in my mind that if I say, Hunter, Bruce, Nick, whoever, I've got this thing and we're far enough out. It's not like next week or anything, but like it's very important to me and my family and my kids or whatever that I'm there. There's no question in my mind that they'll say, done. Like that is huge. That's that's huge.
Everything. What are some of those precious moments that you've been able to be at?
Oh gosh, graduations, birthdays. I mean, even July 4th, softball games, volleyball games. My youngest son started wrestling tournaments.
Really?
He's a 3-sport kid. He plays football, he wrestles, might play basketball this winter, but then he's also does a few things on with track. So
Wow.
so he goes. So that's that's a lot of like places I'm trying to be, and
Do you train him at all? No. All
he
right.
could probably he could probably train me. If you saw me in like talking about training, Seamus wanted me on his warrior workout.
Yeah, he
or
keeps
what-
talking to me about that too.
I
Do
love
it.
me some Seamus. God damn, I dodged him for like 4 years, and then finally, like it all like lined up to where like there was no way I could say no. And I was like, okay. And then he comes to the house, and I got like a very like modest garage gym, and like I had the boys go out and clean all the cobwebs, and we're out there. He's like, "What do you want to train, fella?" And I'm like, "Arms." So I'm doing like 15-pound dumbbell curls, and he's kind of like, I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt myself on your like anybody else be like, let's see how much we can deadlift.
Yeah, right.
Like that. Like, but
Another lesson learned.
yeah. But like, gosh, training's a whole other thing. Like the way like the way as you get older, and I don't mean if you're a pro wrestler, but like anybody, like staying mobile and getting blood in your muscles, feeling that pump, like that to me, I couldn't imagine not being able to do that.
Yeah.
So like having the fusion and having to like be kind of, I think it was 4 months where I couldn't really do anything. I wasn't supposed to like even, if I dropped something, like, hey, can I get some help?
Yeah.
Sleeping, like making sure like just walking down the steps. Like I was just so to go from there and then to get to where I am now, where I'm able to still work, wrestle,
Yeah.
and it's like so my training is like completely like changed. Not that I was some power lifter before, but like
Well, you look fantastic, and people comment to me all the time about how great you look. So,
Steph,
what are
I
some of the
got my
things you're
back
doing?
fixed and I changed my diet, and then
Yeah.
the weight just piled on. And I found a trainer who, for the first time in my life, I had a trainer who understood my injuries and worked with me like just individually, like in a custom manner, just for me.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you got no ass, and it's not an aesthetic thing. It's like
You
your
need it.
glutes need to
Yeah.
fight. That's a
Yeah.
huge thing that's going to protect your spine. And
Especially your
that's
back.
that's
Yep.
one of the reasons I got in the predicament I'm in, is
Mm.
because I was like, I was always kind of quad dominant, and just I think genetically, it's not like I do a bunch of leg extensions or anything.
Right?
Like I was just quad dominant. So I like my posterior chain, or like my back and my hamstrings and my ass and everything, was very weak compared to the front. And it was like I didn't
Pulling
really
you.
understand. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like pulling me. I needed to open up. And
Yeah.
so I had a man that was experienced. I think he's like 55, and he was in like an era where like it was kind of like just kind of like what works works.
Yeah.
Like fuck all this new age, like
Right.
crazy weird shit that you don't need to do. So my workouts are so boring. And most of it's like body weight. Like when I do legs, like I either have a big med ball or I'm on my back doing like glute bridges.
Hmm.
But just it's all about like like the cadence, the hold, the form, everything
Yeah.
matters. And then, but if you go up on a glute bridge and you're on your heels and you're bracing, it's like normally if I would have done it, I would have just been thinking butt. Well, now I'm like bracing here. I'm feeling it in my glutes. I'm pulling my heels towards my ass, so my hamstrings are contracting now. But it's not just that. I've got my scaps packed and I'm back, my neck's neutral. And so like I'm thinking about all those things and
Yeah.
him getting my like muscular neural
Yep.
connection to where it was like, oh shit, like I got this. Like it
Yeah.
just got better and better and better. And I just started getting heavier and heavier and heavier. It was the training, back getting fixed, and then like my diet changed. Cause I was kind of like, I wasn't a guy that measured my food and counted
Right.
my meals. I was kind of like I can put all that stuff in a blender, blend it up, and then I'm good. Turns out protein powder isn't the same as like animal protein. Who would have thought? But yeah. So like those little changes, like I went from like kind of 240 to 250 ish. I mean, I did take it to the extreme over the winter. I had some time off, and I was a little over 300 pounds.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, oh, this guy
Really?
gets a spinal fusion and he gains 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Smart. But that was like I was off, and once I kind of got the word that like you're gonna be off for a while, I was like, okay, and I just started like,
What's your favorite thing to eat?
oh God,
gonna
don't
ask.
ask me that.
No,
Uh,
I'd love to know.
it changes, but I have a sugar tooth from hell.
You do?
Yeah.
So, but like, is it ice cream? Is it candy? Is it potato chips? Everything.
Not as much potato chips.
Not sweet
No.
and
All
salty.
sweet.
It's just sweet.
Salt works.
Fries?
I,
Sweet potato fries?
oh, so I love sweet potato
Sweet
fries,
potato
but to
fries.
me, that's like I'm not doing
It's
too
not really
bad
junk
at sweet potatoes.
That's
so-
right.
That's my
Um,
theory.
But like, so when I was
And they're
strict,
baked.
yeah, right.
Totally.
God, if I'm being honest, so I went through like a Nutella phase, and then I was
Oh.
educated on seed oils, and then that
Mm.
phase stopped because I didn't want to give myself diabetes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was just over 300 over Christmas, is because like the big tub of popcorn that has like the different,
Oh,
it's like
yes.
the
Cheese version, then
kettle
there's the
corn.
butter, then there's the toffee.
Kettle
See, mine wasn't
Popcorn
like cheese,
Factory.
butter, and toffee. It
Oh,
was like
no?
chocolate and caramel.
Oh,
and this,
really?
And it was
Maybe
like,
mine's old school.
it just got worse. No, what you're talking about is really good too.
Yeah.
And I killed a couple of those tins as well. And it's like, I'll start fucking with a tin of fucking some shit over Christmas. And then I'm like, see what the servings are. 84 servings. I'm like,
Oh,
Just took
hey.
that
I
down.
killed this thing in 2 nights. I should be dead. Like, here we go again, right? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
Popcorn's gonna take you out.
Oh, I made it. Oh, no bad choices. Now in the form of glucose, sugar, whatever. Fucking Christ. But you know, I'd have Diet Coke with it, so I felt
So
okay.
there you go. Yeah, it's like Diet Coke.
Yeah,
One thing I don't like about popcorn is it always gets stuck in my teeth.
that sucks.
Yeah, like in my gums.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually
yeah.
don't eat it for that reason. I love the taste of popcorn, but it's always jams up in my gums.
Yeah.
Bring a little
but there's
floss stick.
yeah. There's nothing worse than being out and not having some floss or one of those little like
And it's
pickers,
stuck.
Yeah.
and it's stuck, and it's like
Yes.
all you're thinking about is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you work at it and work at it, and you look so like you look funny working at
I'm
it.
so like OCD. Like this bag that I've been lugging around with me all day, it's back here. They saw me hiding it earlier. I've got toothpicks in there, chapstick, hand lotion. I've got a little fucking fan. I swear to God, in case I'm hot on a plane
The
or
little
something.
fan hides in your bag.
I-
Does he jump out?
He's little. He's little. No, I found it on like it was like something that came across like on social media where they're trying to sell you shit, and I was like, oh my God, that can't be real. I'm buying it to see if it is. I got
Right?
like 10 of them now,
And they're
it's like,
great.
but like I'm gonna show you later when we're done. This fucking fan blow like it has
It's
some,
good.
Blows.
yeah, and it'll go all night. So like the.
Don't do it.
I'm just saying.
So-
you
It
has-
know,
it
that fan
has
blows
different-
all night.
great
It has
Yeah.
different settings, different
Oh.
modes,
Naturally.
intensities. I'm
Naturally.
joking.
She's not.
But anyway, my bag was like full of anything I could ever possibly need. And it's like my wife Kim had to slowly, like when we first met, she's like, fuck, you take that bag with you everywhere. I'm like, well, you never know what you're gonna need. In my head, I'm like, if something happens and I get stuck here, like I'm gonna
I have
need,
everything.
you know, I mean Advil, eye masks, earplugs.
Damn.
God, I almost want to just
I know.
turn this into
little
like
show
a
and
what's in Randy's
tell.
bag.
I mean, that is an episode in of itself, I'm sure.
You'd shit a
the
brick
next
if you
segment.
saw all the different things, but I'm just kind of ready for it. And
Yeah.
and I think it's just like I'm just wired kind of just to be like, I don't know, like make
Prepared.
life harder on myself. Oh yeah, that's it. Prepared.
you're prepared.
I
yeah,
think it's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
thing. You're prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Every once in a while, something I have in my bag comes in handy, and the wife and kids are like, "Oh, thank God you got your bag."
Yep. See?
See,
See?
yeah, it comes in handy.
It
Yeah,
does.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
once in a while.
Oh my God.
About that fan though.
Yeah.
Just saying. But so, going back to your dad,
Mhm.
was there ever a moment where he ever was vulnerable in front of you?
God. No, but my mom spoke to me about a time. So his appendix like burst and he wouldn't go, and he had this pain and his stomach
Oh
blew
my
up.
God.
And luckily, my mom rushed him, and like he was this close. And like so, he was in a hospital room, and I know that he was smoking cigarettes at the time, so he started going through nicotine withdrawal.
Uh-oh.
And so like I think so I heard about that, and I remember bringing nail clippers up there to help him out because he was in there long enough to where his nails were growing. He's like,
Right.
bring the nail clippers. Huh? And I remember I brought the toenail clippers instead of the fingernail clippers.
Oh.
And I'm probably like 17, 18, 19. And I remember him like losing his shit because I bought the toenail clippers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And it was like real weird. And I didn't understand why then, but like now I understand what withdrawals are.
But also, do you have clippers in your bag?
I'm sorry.
Do you have?
Fuck. No.
All right.
No.
You got to add
They're
them.
going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full.
As soon as I get home.
Fingernail
Yeah.
and
yeah.
toenail
Yeah.
clippers.
Fingers and toes.
Yes.
Take care.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one. And you need the buffer? Do you need
Yeah.
to use the
no.
buffer?
Oh, no.
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 No buffer.
I'm quick. I'm real quick with it. You know, I always cut Brooklyn's nails. Like I feel like I'm the first one to
Really?
notice. Like I'm like, oh my God. Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you cut her nails when she was a baby?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And there's
I
kind of
hate
a
cutting their
there's kind
nails
of a
when they're
running
babies.
joke in the house because I got her a little bit, but it bled a lot.
Yes.
yeah.
And Kim's
it's the
like, oh my God,
worst.
you cut a fucking finger off.
I know that's
In a
what
New
I
York,
feel like.
thick New York
Yeah.
accent. And like, even to this day, like if we brought Brooklyn in here and they're like, hey, does your daddy ever cut your nails? She's like, oh, he does. But one time he cut my finger off. But it grew back, you know. Like I cut, yeah, it was like that much, Brooke, but you're fine. It grew back. Like,
But when they're babies, it does.
It's
It bleeds
so-
a
well-
lot,
well,
and they're
it-
so thin.
thin,
Oh,
yeah,
and
I
yeah.
feel
like
like I
scarred.
texted you in a pure panic. I was like
Yes,
clipping my
you did
daughter's
one
nails, and
time.
I'm like, and it won't stop bleeding. She's
Yeah.
like, babies bleed a lot.
That's okay. It
yeah.
happens.
to bring her
Babies
in.
bleed a lot. She'll be
Well,
okay.
Yeah, they bleed all the time. No I'm kidding. But when you cut their fingernails, it can.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
for sure.
it is a little scary. Now,
it
but you know,
is,
I
and you feel
do
like the
it
worst
so
parent
right,
ever.
right. At 8 though, now, like she's like, Dad, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's great. Like, so she's here today, and the whole family's here except for Alana, who's playing volleyball, and you know, Brooklyn's next to me, and she's been to a bunch of events. I brought her in the middle of the ring at Barclays Center. It was on her birthday. Her name's Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn, and I had the whole place sing her happy birthday. And someone had said, "Oh, go get the mic and closing the show, right?" And I'm like, not closing the show, but once we went
Yep.
dark,
Yep.
and I like chickened out. Well, because I was worried that it wouldn't go well, or she would get. And Matt Riddle's Matt Riddle, but Matt Riddle was like, "Nah, dude,
Do
you
it.
gotta go." Yeah, and I wouldn't have if he wouldn't. I was like, "Yeah, fuck, you're right. Like, how could I miss this opportunity?" But like, brought her in the ring. Everyone in the whole place was just amazing and sang at the top of their lungs, and she was just. And now it's like, you know, she's 8. She's gonna be 9 in November, so she's getting to the point where she knows they're not really her fans. But for years, it was like,
Oh, they
I have
love
fans
me.
too. Yeah.
I'm over in Brooklyn.
But where I was going is like she's been to a lot of cool places and seen me do some cool stuff, but she's never seen me in like like something like we did today. You know, still got it on.
Right.
The
Sorry, I didn't notice that.
That's okay. Oh my God. I had it on at the press conference earlier too. Like, do you?
Do you wanna
I was
take
like,
that off? Yeah.
But she was with me, and like she'd pull up a chair, and then like she'd just kind of lean her head on my shoulder,
Oh.
and like that's my dad. And I can't tell you how many fans came up, and they're just, God, you know, really like makes you go, wow, like this is crazy. But like all these people are like, you're the GOAT, you're the best, you're the this, you're the that, in their eyes, right?
Right.
And then she's right there. They know who she is. And they're like, hey, just so you know, your dad's like the coolest guy ever. Or you're just, you know, 100 different versions of that. And like, man, you know, like I'm her dad.
Right.
She knows I got a weird job. And my dad wrestled, so I kind of understand
Sure.
that it's like not, like, it's like, okay.
It's just
you know,
what he does.
yeah,
But that's
totally.
my dad.
But like having all these strangers wait in a line to see me, and like it really just, you know, and like, you know, I explained earlier how like I was having hard times and stuff, so I didn't think, you know, necessarily fondly of myself, but just to know that my daughter is sitting there just beaming and being as close to me. She's very physical, you know,
Yeah.
sorry. So am I. And just to know that she was hearing all of that and feeling it, and like her body language would change, and she wanted him to know, like, yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's my
yeah,
dad. Yeah.
God, yeah, God, yeah. I know sometimes, like, you know, the travel, you know, you don't get enough sleep, and like when I was going through it with where I wasn't sleeping real well, like you get irritable and
Sure.
you get a little, you know.
Short tempered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. And I've done so much better with that, but I slip, but like, I don't want my kids to ever see me blow up on somebody that doesn't deserve it.
Mhm.
And Dad, if you end up watching this, which you probably won't, because you don't even have Netflix because the remote's a little tough. And Dad, I'll put the Netflix in. No, that's okay. I don't need. I got my shows on the DVR. So, so as a child, I remember seeing my father get upset, you know, at people that he, shouldn't have been upset with. And I don't know what the underlying issue was or why he was irritable. And the schedule he kept, like, holy smokes. But like, I saw that, and I don't want to say a lot, but like, I remember it. It's a memory,
Yeah.
like it happened
Do you
enough.
think you emulated him?
Uh, I,
Like, do you think kids model behavior and don't necessarily intend to,
yeah, but like, I would never use that as an excuse. You know, yes,
But you remember how you
in my
felt.
case, I don't think that's why
Okay.
I might have been mean to people that didn't deserve it. I think that I was just, probably just the biggest insecure dude in the building, and that's how I coped.
And then when you're tired, like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like it's, but like, but then you think about like, you know, some of the things human beings do, like firemen, police officers, and soldiers, and like, yeah, no, I can't say, oh, I'm tired, so I'm going to be an asshole to you, and
right.
you're just here serving me food, but you
But I
got
didn't
the
like the
order
way you put my
wrong.
plate down.
Yeah, right. I don't think I was that bad.
You just shove my
But
food at me like that?
yeah. But like, I mean, there's some story every once in a while, one of the boys, and then like, like Edge when he came back, like he a couple times, and I just feel myself like, oh, but they'll be like, remember that time? And I'm like, not until you
No.
just reminded me.
Thank
I tried
you.
to forget.
Thank you for
it's-
reminding
it's-
me how far I've
They're
come.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
good.
appreciate it. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
good. That
But
is
it
good.
is also true.
No, I know. But like, man, like just, and then when I say like I'm lucky to still like be here and be doing this and just be in the position I'm in life, like I really feel that way because I shouldn't be here because of dumb decisions I made.
Can I ask you a big question?
Sure.
Do you think you will ever really be able to love yourself? Because you're not a bad guy, you're not. But that's where it's got to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I
and
know.
I found that to be one of my hardest lessons was learning to love myself. And
Yeah.
I think you struggle with it as a human
Yeah.
being all the
Well,
time.
like I've heard that many times.
Yeah.
And then when I was talking to somebody like weekly, that was something that like a common thread in the conversation. Um, I mean, I'd like to say yes, but then like, does anybody? I don't
And
know.
it's a good, I mean,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
good point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one thing I do know is negative self talk doesn't help.
No. And
Beating yourself up.
Yeah, no, I would.
You think you're like gonna, at least in my case, I always felt like I was gonna correct the mistake if I learned the lesson as hard as I
Sure,
possibly could, whatever I did
sure.
wrong, which of course I've done a lot of things wrong and I've hurt people's feelings along the way and I'm human too, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you never know what someone's going through, right?
Right.
Why they might
That is
act.
so true. That
Yeah.
is so true.
And everybody's usually going through something of their own,
100%. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And another thing, and I forget who brought it up, but it was like I always had this idea in my head that I would have this I want to get it all done, do it all so that I can do this, which is nothing. And not have to be, and maybe I'm not articulating that well, but it was like I was never going to be. You can't be happy until you've done this. This whole list you have to do on this Thursday. You can't relax until you've done it all, and then it's like this weird pressure you put on yourself. And I say on a Thursday, but I could mean like
Sure.
just And it's like, you gotta like find a way to live every day one at a time. And like in this business, it's hard. You're thinking ahead and you're doing this and that. But I've really kind of like even coming here today and you asking me to do this and me knowing that I was going to do X, Y, and Z first and that it was going to be a long day and that I was okay. I got to do this thing I'm doing on the side in Grand Rapids, and then I gotta do a promo, and I gotta have a fucking killer match with Sami Zayn. Forget about Saturday, and like so, like I'll like try to be have the mindset of like I'll get overwhelmed very easily,
Sure.
but then I kind of just like go, okay, just right now, like right
In the
here,
moment.
Yeah,
right,
in the
yeah,
moment.
like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like, and kind of like what sums it up, and it's real simple, just living every day, like one day at a time.
Yeah.
You know,
You
and I
can't
know we've all
control what's
heard
gonna
that, but
happen.
like if you really think about like what it means and how you can apply it to your life, it's like, man, if you're always worrying, and you know, maybe that's one of the things that whittled me down, like up here,
Yeah.
you know, like just worry. But like loving yourself, like what's that? Like I don't even know if I'm there, like anywhere near that conversation yet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still grappling with making sure,
Day to day.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody, like, my circle, my family is okay. The close people in my life, like my circle,
Yeah,
not
the ones
just my
that
family.
matter most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My
What it's
mom,
all
my
about.
dad, Kim's parents, our close aunts and uncles, and just making sure everybody's good. If they're all good, like I don't need to find something that's gonna like worry me.
Right.
And I think I'm a little better, so I'm always working at it, at not always like worrying about something.
Right.
Like shit, when I came back after my fusion, God, where were we? I was wrestling Gunther. I think it might have been like a year ago. Yeah, I think it was. So I worked him twice last year, but we were gonna have a match, and it was like a main event match. And I hadn't really. I'd been like in the spotlight, but in a 4-way. Or Roman was around, and it's like, oh, they're gonna be watching him. That handsome motherfucker. But like I like I think we were in Germany or Saudi, I forget, but I like didn't sleep the night before, and then like it throws me like if you don't do that,
Right.
you're really screwed. And then it makes this way harder to
Sure.
get
Sure.
unlocked. So
Yeah.
like I remember like laying down in the locker room during the day and just like passing out for like an hour and a half and like getting a nap in, which gave me, I guess, the recharge I needed to go out there and like wrestle this big dude, this big Austrian, for 30 or 40 minutes. And like we had a killer match. And then that's the thing, whenever I tell Kim, like, oh man, I've got this, I got to do this. I'm not going to have as much time to warm up as I wanted. And she'll be like, you're a pro.
Yeah.
This is what you do. And you always do this. And then it's always great at the end. And what do you always say? And I'm like, oh, fuck, everything was fine.
Yeah.
She's like, yep. And it's like, dude, that woman, oof.
Yeah.
And the kids, like they've really grounded me and she's great. I'm just really lucky. Like earlier I said, I'm blessed, like with my career and the grace that I've been granted here to get to this point. And then, but like with my family too, like just meeting that woman and just like, I don't know who to thank. Like, thank you, God. Thank you. Like, it's just like, I'm very, very lucky.
Yeah,
Steph.
you are.
I really am.
You are.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You are blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Valvano, and I might butcher this a little bit, but he says if you think, cry, and laugh, that's a full day.
Oh.
And I add love in there because I'm a big believer in love. I think it heals everything. I think that's what Kim is for you, right? And your
100%.
family.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the hard part is the yourself part. And I agree. Like, how do you really do that? Right?
Yeah.
It's so hard to do.
Well, you asked a question. And
Yeah.
It was like, whap. Like, whoa.
No, I saw it.
Like,
He moves.
Yeah. I was like, love yourself, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, that
But
would
it
be
is
the ultimate
important,
goal. Well,
right?
you have to like kind of respect yourself and
That's
love
right.
yourself before you can, right?
Yeah.
You'll take care of that circle
That's
inner
right.
circle.
And be your full self,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And be intentional.
Listen, I feel like I'll be a work in progress to the day I die.
Aren't we
Like,
all?
yeah,
Yeah.
right,
You're
right,
never
right.
not alone.
Yeah. I don't know any perfect
and
person.
well, and that's the thing is you see people, especially nowadays, like with social media and stuff, and they kind of show you what they want you to see, and
Sure.
so there's a lot of like the perception that like some people have perfect lives, and like, gosh, I guess that's I don't see that and go, oh, they have a perfect life, but like our kids are watching this shit too,
Right,
and
that's
like so
true.
it's a
That's
little like
true.
concerning, like no, they took 100 takes
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
just to
right.
get that
That's right.
one.
That
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
one
right,
beauty
right,
shot.
right. That's how they spent their entire day. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't really enjoying that picnic. It was a photo shoot.
Yeah, it was
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
family probably hates them.
Yeah, right,
Smile
right.
again.
Yeah.
Smile again.
100%.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God.
and
This was like therapy.
can I just
Thank you.
call out this tattoo?
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
Oh my
Yeah.
God, did she write her name and you had it tattooed?
That's her name.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Yeah,
Right?
she wrote it. That's her handwriting.
I'm like, I think I see. That's amazing.
Yeah. And she put the little heart there. So I was like, to the guy, I was like, yeah, you got to put the heart.
Yeah.
And it
That's
was-
so
yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
Randy.
So funny. It's so her and Kim, I forget where they went. It was something where we were kind of like, two ships passing in the night, and she was doing this and I was doing this. So I came home. There was a day that I was home alone, which was like super weird. I didn't like it. I kind of had this in the back pocket. I knew I was going to do it. So I told Brooklyn on like over the phone or FaceTime. She didn't see it until she got home. But I told her like, Daddy got a little surprise for her.
Uh-oh.
So she's like probably 6 at the time. So she comes up, where's my surprise, Dad?
She wants a present.
And I'm like, look, remember you wrote your name and I put it right here? And she's like,
Where's my toy?
Dad. And now like this has been a couple of years now. And like even to like this day, I'll be like, hey, Brooke, guess what? I got your name tattooed and the rest. She's like, Dad. Yeah. But it's my
But that is a big
favorite
deal.
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah, I'm sure that's your favorite tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So you said she was playing softball
Yes. Oh
Yes.
yeah. We weren't
know if we
filming.
were rolling.
I don't
when
I
we
don't
were
know that
talking in the
we
beginning.
were, yeah.
We were rolling.
yeah.
softball. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. 8-year-old girls softball is amazing to
Girls
watch.
softball is just
Well,
amazing.
and it's weird. It's weird
Yeah.
because it's almost like it's the best thing in the world, or you're banging your head against the wall.
Yeah, they can get long, especially when
Or
you're
it's
8.
like
But yeah.
oh, we actually might win this one, and then like someone hits like a ground ball, and like 8 girls run to the
to
ground
it.
ball, but it sneaks past
Oh,
them
yeah, of
and
course.
just keeps rolling to the fence. And the team of the other coach is at the third baseman. He's like, I'm like, and it's like every inning ends because the other team scored 5 points.
Oh, yeah.
or 5 runs.
Yeah, whatever the
Yeah,
they
right.
have different ages. They have
Sure.
different rules for that. The run rules.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? They get 5 or 6 pitches, no matter what, and then 5 runs, and the inning's over. And I think they play 6 innings.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
To
Well,
end it.
there's been
Yeah,
there's been a
they
couple
go.
of them where like we didn't dress appropriately and it's got cold and the
Oh,
sun
yeah.
went down and
Oh,
like
yeah.
she's like freezing and we're like, oh man, like and this is
Yeah.
what inning is it?
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
but like she she's got a little bit of dad and mom's genetics. I think she's all right athletically, like kind of just a natural a little bit. But like she can kind of just eye coordination, hits that ball, and it'll kind of go, and you can hear it. You know,
The
and-
sound is the best.
but everybody,
Mhm.
And then there was like none of those girls really, like when someone hits the ball and that first baseman doesn't know what to do, they're not even standing on the bag. And then they throw the ball, and then the ball goes way over here,
Of
and then the girl
course.
runs, and you're just sitting there like this. But Brooklyn got 2 outs in a row.
She did?
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of the coaches said, get the ball, run, touch the bag. And I think I forget if it was third or second base, but it was the kind of thing where someone's got to be on the base, running to the base for you to tag the bag and it to
Right.
be an out. So then like now, no one's on the base yet. She's playing like third or second or whatever. So she gets that ball, she's running to that bag. But then it's like,
Different rule, different rule.
no, you can't. But there was just, by chance, she got 2 in a row. And
That's
it was
so
like,
cool.
I don't know that I saw it happen all like season, you know,
Sure.
2 outs in a row,
Right.
1 kid, and like, all the
Proud.
parents were like, yeah, Brooklyn, yeah.
That's my kid.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
The softball, it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's tough to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
But like in a good way.
Of
you know?
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Obviously, yeah.
And Alana with volleyball, because
Yeah,
now she's
yeah.
pretty advanced, obviously.
Yeah, she's a junior in high school. She's at nationals right now. I think they're seated pretty high. She's very humble about like I'll try to get her. Well, she's a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, yeah. So you know about that.
I sure do.
Yeah. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
you
good
know,
luck.
And she lives with her mom. Yeah.
Because
she-
we can't even figure it
yeah.
out.
Well, you know, like I feel like I'm lucky. So she gets straight A's. If she's got a B, she's upset with herself.
Wow.
So like I don't know, like that. I feel like that's a good thing. I don't think she's too hard on herself. She has a good circle of friends. She feels like she's a kind, warm, fun. She loves her siblings. You know, she lives with her mom, and she doesn't have any siblings in that house. So sometimes I think I think about her, like I start to feel some kind of way because she's not with us.
Yeah.
So like we're all here. Now she's got volleyball, she's busy, she's content, she wants to be playing volleyball.
Sure,
Trust
sure.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like normally if we're all gonna go somewhere, like well, we're not gonna go unless she can go too. So it's
Wow.
a full family thing. But that's like the least I can do. That's tough. Like you know, blended families are there's all sorts of when I signed up for that shit, I had no idea.
That you would be tested.
An amazing tester. Holy shit. I learned a lot about myself. But like it's so important to have like people that love you around you. And you know, being a step parent, it's like I look at those boys as if they came from me. I consider
Yeah.
like I have 5 children, you know,
Yeah.
and there's always that weird like, oh, their dad's on the phone, and it's like, oh, not
Oh,
your dad.
not me.
Like
Yeah.
there's that, and
Yeah.
it's who's ever gonna get used to that, you know? So it's
And likewise for him, right? That
yeah,
you're the one that's there.
sure,
You know,
sure.
raising
Well,
those boys.
And how about the fucking kids, like
Yeah.
the boys, and moving from New York to Missouri, and
It's
like
a big change.
it
yeah.
upended a lot of people's, and I certainly, and I'm sure Kim didn't either, think about the impact it was going to have on everybody. And it was almost like a selfish thing. We fell in love with each other, and it was like, hey, everyone's moving here. You know,
Yeah.
St. Louis, Missouri, of all places. And but now her mom lives there. Her aunt and cousin moved, and good people, and they're like, you know, they're at the cookouts. You know, they're always they're like an Italian family. So every Sunday, you know, they're cooking sauce and
That's
and
great.
fucking
You're lucky.
meatballs
Now
and-
I know why you were 300 pounds.
well, that's
right?
one of the reasons. Well, Kim will get hot because like they'll be eating pasta, and I'm like, oh, I can't have pasta. She's like, motherfucker, you're gonna eat a whole box of Chips Ahoy tonight while we're all sleeping at 4 in the morning. And
You're
I'm like,
putting Hershey syrup on popcorn and you're not
Yeah.
going to eat this
Yeah.
sauce.
Took down the popcorn
Yeah.
tin.
Then at night, no one's like, I'm like, rum, 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 rum. Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
I've torn up some fucking cookies, boy. And but you asked earlier about my
Favorite.
God. If I had to pick a favorite, have you heard of Hunks?
No.
So maybe, I don't know if it's a local thing, but it's like an oatmeal cookie in a square with like dark chocolate in it. And there's
Ooh.
just a much like a touch of brown sugar. Fucking terrible. But like,
That sounds delicious.
I'll probably like Instacart some of them bitches before I go home
Mhm.
tonight, you know?
Yeah.
They'll be at the front door. Well, I didn't get enough calories in today, so I gotta, but yeah, I got a sweet tooth, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah?
Oh my God. I have such a
Okay.
bad sweet tooth. And
Oh, I
you
don't
know,
feel so bad now.
Paul does not
I know.
at all. And
I'm
he's
trying not to
always
look at
so
him right now
strict
while I'm
and
talking about
disciplined.
cookies.
I know. But he's always so strict and disciplined.
Well,
and
he's like, oh, we're cheating. Let's have like a fire baked pizza with like a whole chicken breast on
Oh
it.
yeah, exactly.
Wait,
That's your
and
big
that's your cheat meal?
Well, on the road
Dude.
you've eaten with him, right?
Of course,
Right?
of
Yeah.
course.
And so I have
Yeah.
snuck like chocolate covered almonds or chocolate covered, but not that I have to sneak it, but I feel
yeah.
like I have
Sure,
to sneak
sure,
it.
sure.
Then he catches me almost every time, and I'm like shoving shit in my mouth in the
That's
little pantry
great.
closet.
That's great.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Why are you hiding it from me?
Yeah. He goes,
So-
"Why are you hiding it?"
Oh, this is terrible.
That's the part.
So cereal.
I love cereal. Oh my
Ter-
God, it's my thing. I put chocolate chips on
terrible
it.
for- Okay, well, that's a little weird stuff.
I know,
I
but
don't-
it's delicious.
Well, so different
Also
cereal.
granola
yeah,
with milk and chocolate
yeah,
chips.
yeah.
I mean-
well, like so chocolate would probably be my number one go-to. And if all I got is some M&Ms, like I could
Oh
throw
yeah.
some
Okay.
M&Ms
I'm
and
with
I
ya.
will satisfy myself.
Yes.
But shit, there I go again.
Self-satiating.
There I go again.
Hunks.
Hunks.
Chocolate chunks.
Cereal.
Cereal. You started talking about cereal.
So you said he caught you in the pantry.
Yes.
So this
Why
is
are you hiding it? That was the
yeah, so-
okay.
so you know those like real big bags that they sell. There's like the whole. I don't know if it's like Costco or something, but Kim will get these. It's not a box of cereal. It's like a giant bag, and it's like one of the boys like Reese's Puffs.
Oh.
Probably like one of the worst for you. And so I guess the story is, and I don't think I was sleepwalking. I was very well aware that I was awake and standing in the pantry. But Kim walked up on me and my back's to her. And I guess I'm
Scoffing.
sitting there. I've got the bag here and my eyes are fucking closed. And I'm like, they're
Yeah,
dropping. And I'm
dropping
like,
on- yeah, you're trying to hold
dogs will
fistful.
get those. And I'm like, like
The
making sure
bag.
they all, yeah. And she's like, what are you doing? Oh my God, And so I wish I remembered exactly what she said because it would
Oh,
be very funny.
I'm sure.
But
I'm sure.
yeah, she's great. But yeah, I was
But
like,
she caught you
it
red-handed.
looked like but like it was like,
but like, what's the matter with you?
I need horrible stuff in my stomach so I go to bed.
I feel like you should have just said you were sleepwalking at
Yeah,
that point.
yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
you're
You
talking
should
wow.
have looked at her.
Thank you, honey. Really saved me.
You saved
Go
me.
to bed. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
yeah. And did she ask you why you were hiding it, or?
Well, so I wasn't really hiding it.
Oh, you really were sort
Yeah,
of
I'll
sleeping?
go in the pantry. So, like, ask her.
Yeah?
Her. I have her hide the junk. So she started hiding it. And then I started looking.
Oh yeah.
And the hiding places all were in the kitchen. Like in the bottom oven we don't use. And
Right.
and they're like the warming tray that no one uses.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and shit like that. And then so like I'm like, honey, you can't hide them in the kitchen.
This
You
is
got to
your
make it harder to find. She's like, psycho. How about, yeah. So now it's like to the point where like the boys that like the Reese's Puffs, keep them in their room. Because
Oh.
I'm not going to go in there and wake them up and eat,
Right.
eat the
Right.
shit. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
terrible. That's how much I like
I
Reese's
feel like
Puffs.
you just like a little scavenger hunt,
Yeah,
right? For
yeah.
some treats.
Right.
Yeah, it's like make it harder
Yeah,
on
game.
myself.
my dad's so cool, but he's a little weird. He
Yeah,
comes in our room at
and
night
it's
and eats our
weird.
Steals our cereal.
Just sleeping, eating
His eyes are
cereal.
closed.
Don't mind
Sometimes
me.
we'll just hear him.
But no, when she caught, so I wasn't hiding when she caught me.
Right.
She just walked up quiet on me. Like the way our pantry faces, you leave the bedroom, and as you're walking down the hallway, like you can kind of see the pantry.
It's dangerous.
So like
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
gotta walk right by it.
I'm just in there. Yeah. I'm just in there eating. But I think the funny part is that I was like, my eyes are closed. And it wasn't like, oh, have a well, this is good.
No,
Like, I was
you were
like,
full on chugging.
You're in a
the
good
Puffs.
place.
chugging Reese's Puffs. Like 5,000 calories later, it's like
Yeah.
300 pounds. Who would've thought?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
When he always used to be like surprised because I could eat as much as he could.
Sure.
You know, so we'd like, I don't know why that is, but I'm a good eater, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'd go out on a date and he'd order whatever he'd order and I'd order the same thing and I would eat everything on the plate.
Sure.
And
sure.
I mean, all gone. And he was struggling to finish it. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm
You're gonna
so
eat that?
full. Yeah. And they'd be like, well, would you like dessert? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what do you have?
Oh, I'm full. I saved enough room.
Yeah.
Crazy? Of course.
Of
You're
course.
like, but you couldn't breathe a
course.
second ago, but you're ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and that's what he
yeah.
would say. He goes, I don't understand. You're just such a glutton. Like I would be like, oh my
We're
God,
the-
I'm in pain.
If we're going to the right restaurant, I will think about my wardrobe. Like I run hot, which is why I'm in shorts right now.
Right.
I showed up in jeans to this.
Well, it's hot out.
Yeah,
it's
all those
really hot.
people.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
It's hot in
thousands of
here
people
and it's
making
hot outside.
Yeah. So I had to throw these on, but I'll like change the wardrobe up depending on where we're going to
For
eat.
elastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like just a baggy shirt. Like,
Yeah.
like I can.
You
Like,
can't wear a tight dress.
I'm
you're
letting it
gonna
out
get a
right
lot of-
now, and you
a
have
lot
no
of crap.
idea.
Yeah.
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 No,
Not a good look.
Yeah. You with child, sir? No.
You know, I've been
I'm
asked
just a fat
that.
ass.
Yeah, I've been asked that when I wasn't pregnant. It's the worst.
I have too,
Oh,
No fun.
actually.
serious?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, baby? Nope.
Just me.
Who are these assholes going around? asking-
some
I don't
people
understand.
sometimes,
I
you
sat
know?
down for my first pedicure after having my
Oh,
daughter,
mine was a pedicure too.
and they call me Alicia. I've been there for 10 years. My name's Elise, but I just let it go.
Sure.
But she was like, Alicia, you can't sit in that massage chair
That's the
because.
same thing
And I was like,
asking for
you
a massage."
motherfucker. My daughter's 2 weeks old. I haven't slept in 2 weeks
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
alone right now. And I was like, I'm not pregnant. She every time I come in, I don't know why I still go there, but I do. I come in and she's like, hi. And she won't talk to me because that that ruined it for
hilarious.
her. And now I'm like, yeah,
I couldn't imagine like
just don't
the
say anything.
awkwardness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
right,
I'm like,
right.
she doesn't even ask to see pictures of my kids now because she's so embarrassed.
I did do that once to someone though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think if I ever
Yeah.
did, and I want to say I did, but I
Don't
wouldn't.
do it.
I
remember.
know I
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
I was at a big party
Okay.
and it was like my parents' party for something.
Yeah.
And there was this woman and she looked like she was pregnant.
Sure.
And I was very happy for her.
Mm.
And I effusively congratulated her on her pregnancy.
Oh no.
And she was not pregnant.
If you're listening,
Yeah.
Steph,
I'm
sorry.
so
She
sorry. I'm so
she
sorry.
had a sweet tooth too.
Yeah, I guess she did. In that moment. But yeah,
Maybe she
it was
was, like,
horrifying. And I felt so
gassy,
bad. So maybe it
Bloated.
was just
Yeah,
karma
exactly,
coming back to me.
Exactly.
Probably had a bag of Reese Puffs.
Yeah. I was
She
gonna say,
had some Reese's
Yeah,
Puffs.
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
say greasy puffs?
I said Reese, but
Oh.
what are greasy puffs?
I heard
don't know.
Reese, but
Reese.
I could get behind some greasy puffs.
No, I'm kind of
Greasy
in.
puffs for sure.
But
What-
only
what-
like
what are the
avocado
puffs?
oil. What's that?
What are the puffs?
No,
Is
what
it
do
like onion
Bacon.
puff, a greasy puff?
greasy
Bacon
puffs?
bit.
Oh,
What would
God,
it be?
yeah.
Like
they all have
bacon.
bacon
Yeah, yeah.
puffs?
Some kind of meat grease, animal fat grease, some
Mm.
healthy, non like
Beef tallow.
seed oil.
Do you try carnivore snacks?
Is that the Kurt Angle stuff?
I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay, I
But
thought
it's, I mean,
carnivore snacks.
is Angle part of that?
But his
Ostrich jerky a long time
his thing
ago.
was like I remember giving him a little shit about it because it was like chicken snacks or something, but it was like snacks with an X, and I
Yes.
was like chicken,
Ooh.
snacks. And they were like crunchy,
Are
and I
these
was
for
like,
my dog?
yeah, like what?
I give
don't
those to
get
my
it.
dogs. Chicken
Does it-
snacks.
Yeah,
Really?
I feel like that's a dog brand.
It does sound like a,
But-
a dog
Right?
brand.
but what's carnivore? What now? Carnivore snacks? Is
Yeah,
that what you said?
carnivore snacks. It's like it's a brand, and it's just something that I know that he really loves.
Oh.
It's all natural, all meat and
Oh,
fat,
Oh
and that's
wow,
it.
yeah, that's
I mean, it's
where I need to stick.
yeah, and then they have bars now,
Oh
but
wow.
but it's just fat and meat
Yeah,
and
yeah.
salt, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I was talking about diet, like the whole wow, why is the name the animal fat butter where they bake it and all the
The
Tallow.
tallow.
Beef tallow.
not tallow ghee
Oh.
ghee yeah.
Oh.
Why couldn't I remember it? Yeah.
Jackie.
I don't know.
So-
I
so-
don't even know.
Well, the
Ghee.
I like ghee, but
For
there's
two,
just
dude.
finding out all these things like that I was like consuming and didn't even really understand how terrible it was, and like switching like from margarine or like any other nastiness to like ghee butter,
Right.
and it's like Like,
What's better about ghee butter than regular butter?
I'm pretty sure that they like burn it or make it at a high temperature to where it burns like any lactose or milk product out of it to where it's
Huh.
just like animal fat.
Oh.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Fact check.
We're looking it up.
Yeah. But like it's been since I met the guy and
Right?
kind of stopped. Like Kim's mom would make this meal and she would put like what's the oil? It's like is it Crisco or something?
Yeah, the
Oh.
Crisco's
Putting,
real
like,
deal.
Crisco on the fucking salad, and
Oh.
I'm not knowing. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now I realize it's like motor oil.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, grandma,
Maybe we shouldn't be.
no more of that. You know,
On the
dinner at
salad,
grandma's
too.
house. Like I won't be there.
I'm not having the
Yeah,
salad.
but like little changes like that like are huge. I feel like we don't even like a lot of us aren't educated as to what we're putting in our bodies.
Right?
And it's like if you kind of even just learn a little bit, you realize real quickly, like, oh wow, I can make a couple of little changes that I don't even recognize, and it can make a huge impact
Huge
on my health,
difference. Yeah.
how I feel, maybe your skin, your hair, whatever.
No, it's true. Yeah, it's everything.
Vitamins and supplements and stuff.
You are what you eat, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like vitamin D is so important, and like the winter months, and there's not much sun, and then like you'll get a little down, or at least I do, and
Sure.
Yeah.
we're like, why? And
Seasonal depression.
Yeah, it
yeah,
makes
totally,
sense.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. So yeah, diet's huge, and it's so funny because the diet is one of the biggest reasons why I like turned a corner and gained some weight and got a little more sturdy on the backside,
Right.
and like my body composition kind of I gained a lot of weight while I was out and it was bad weight, and then I stayed the same weight but then like changed the fat kind of into muscle where my muscle percentage was higher, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you
wow.
teach me that?
I know. That's exactly.
I can't because I don't really understand how it happened in the first place. I just listened to this guy and it was like, oh wow, like you are what
Just
you eat.
being healthier
Yeah.
overall.
Yes.
Yeah. And
yes,
what are
yes.
healthy choices?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
mean,
yeah, that knowledge is
Crushing
everything.
Sour Patch Kids in the other room before this started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but you know
yeah.
what's in them.
yeah. Happiness. Hooray.
Wait, what?
Happiness.
Oh, happiness. I heard the end of happiness.
Oh.
Happiness. And I thought it was a certain type of
Finesse.
finesse.
Sour Patch.
On that note,
I mean, why do we always come back to that?
can you guys DoorDash me some Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Ex-
some
extra peanuts?
Reese's Puffs, please.
The big bag.
So what kind of milk do you put on your cereal, if at all?
Well, so
Or
I'll
do
eat
you
it.
only eat it
I'll
dry?
eat it dry.
Oh, see,
And-
I like the milk with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't mind a
go
soggy
through.
cereal.
I go
honestly.
through phases.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on the cereal too.
Well, I don't like it soggy, but if it happens, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like
yeah.
it ruins my experience.
Gosh, I remember almond milk was a big thing until it wasn't because
Mm.
like they found out that like almonds are bad.
Oh no, really? Because I still drink almond milk.
So
I also drink regular milk, but don't do the almond milk.
It's been canceled.
I couldn't tell you
No, I know.
why. I couldn't tell you why. It's something to do maybe like the shell of the almond. Look it up. I
Okay,
don't know.
I
But so
will.
what I hear, you know how shit's always changing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's always
yeah.
money behind
moved on
it,
to
and
oat
like,
milk.
oh,
Yep.
almond milk's bad. I'm making but
This product for
yeah.
you. Yes.
coconut milk is supposedly the way to go now.
Oh, I've heard of
Okay.
coconut water.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
really
for
good
sure. Coconut
hydration.
milk, I think, is like two ingredients, and it's like water and coconut somehow, and
Yeah, alright.
yeah.
Coconut milk sounds delicious.
And it's just kind of doesn't have a taste to it, and if it's cold, then you throw it in your cereal, you won't even really know, you
Mm.
know. But like we have milk at the house, and so whether it's 2% or whole, like all
No
whatever.
skim.
No, I grew up on skim milk. My
Really?
mom always got it, and then I don't know why or what the reasoning was. Probably because it was, just like the Diet Coke, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Diet Coke, skim
Skim
milk.
milk.
Well, of course I want the
Of course
skim
it's
milk.
better.
Yeah. But we get whole, sometimes 2%. So if I'm gonna have milk, I'll have that. But then like downstairs in the little like the tiny kitchen where I kind of do all my stuff, I got the coconut milk down there for what
All
I'm
right,
trying
all
to,
right.
yeah.
What's one of the biggest lessons, and it could be at any age,
Yeah.
that your mom taught you?
Wow. Golly. Oh, mom, I'm sorry. I should have 100 things come to
Well, it's
mind.
probably because she taught you 100 things. So
Yeah,
trying to
oh,
get it to
yeah.
one is tough.
Yeah. Well, so she was a nurse, and I know she always really cared about like making sure people were okay. She saved my dad's life when his appendix burst. Um, gosh, I know that when my dad was traveling a lot and money wasn't great, like I remember going through bankruptcy as a kid because wrestling wasn't paying the bills, and my jeans were turning into shorts over the summer, and I was in the Payless XJ 9000 shoes, and I thought like getting the red shoes would be cool, but then I was stuck with red shoes for a year.
Forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm wearing and she cut the shorts high,
And you
and
kept growing.
yeah, and she made sure that even though my dad was busting his ass with the wrestling and everything, he became kind of semi-retired and he started selling cars. So he sold cars for like 20 years.
Wow.
But like we weren't able, that wasn't enough. So
Right.
my mom went and she went to nursing school, became a nurse.
Oh, that's when she went.
And this is like when I'm in high school.
Wow.
So I think like the sacrifices she made for family, no matter how hard it was on her, no matter how inconvenient it was on her, and my mom's an amazing woman, but like seeing Kim as a mom, it's like probably like those lessons I've learned from her are more like closer in time.
So
So,
then what's
mom,
one
I
of the
love
ones
you.
Kim taught
I
you?
love you, but um, Kim will be the last one to eat. She cooks dinner every night unless I like force her not to. She'll cook each kid what he wants and then give me what I want and cook it all and be on her feet all day. She's here right now. I don't think she's eaten yet. She wore heels
Oh,
Oh,
here.
damn.
I'm like, honey, take your shoes off and put your feet in my lap. We had like a few minutes before I came in here. And she's like, baby, if I take these off,
they're
Yeah,
not going back
they're
on.
your feet are swelling
Yeah.
up and they ain't going back on. And I'm walking around this dirty motherfucker bare. I was like, okay. But like just the willingness to do whatever it takes to make sure everyone's okay in that circle, the important people in her life. Like just and so like I want to say I'm like that, but I'm not. Like I'm very like selfish. I'll use like my injuries, my spinal fusion. Like, oh, listen, I can't go to church with you guys this Sunday because those wooden
Can't sit in the
pews.
pew.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like I
Yeah,
gotta
but
like
they are
I mean,
genuinely
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Well, and then
yeah.
when you're kneeling, it's like man,
Up and down,
Yeah,
up
and there's
and
not a
down.
lot of room. They
no,
didn't
and
make
if you
those
do,
pews for big
and if you
people.
don't kneel and they're kneeling,
Oh yeah.
then they're like, their nose is in my neck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I
Like,
do.
And
That's
if
uncomfortable.
I sneeze, I'm breaking their nose. Like it's just it's so
That'd be
like
a
all.
scene.
But like, yeah,
I know.
Achoo. Oh.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
But like seeing like what she'll do and knowing like oh man like I would totally fed myself first or whatever like
Yeah.
just seeing like I think moms in general like whether it's my mom Kim you I don't know if there's many moms out there, at least that I've come across, that don't put everybody else first before themselves. It's like a weird, not weird. It's an amazing mom like trait.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd say so. I don't know that I learned to do that or anything.
But
I
you learn
just
to appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I always try to figure out how like she can get her like so like I'll rub her feet every night that we're at home and like I'm as I was saying earlier I'm kind of like
Right, yeah.
I'm never just like oh for 5 hours like so
Right.
I'm like I'd be doing something
Anyway.
so she'll put her feet in my lap and I'm just digging and I don't care if it's a 3.5 hour movie I'm just
The whole time.
going every once in a while the movie I'm like and she was like "Get out, motherfucker." but like I try to get like I try to make sure she knows, and I feel like she knows 110% how much I appreciate her. And, but like, how could you not be like that with a woman that does everything? Like, she just makes sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Simple as that, you know? It's, moms are amazing. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kim is.
Yeah. And we started talking about my mom, and my mom is absolutely amazing. I love her to death. But like, gosh, I'm 45 years old. I don't remember all the cool, awesome things she did for me. But I know what Kim's been doing lately. And
Yeah,
it's a balancing act, and somehow she performs it, immaculately.
yeah.
Yeah.
But not everybody appreciates it or sees it,
Sure,
and
sure, sure.
that's very special too. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah, yeah.
obviously have a really special
Well,
relationship.
and also being a father, making sure the kids see like maybe something they wouldn't have noticed, and like doing it behind Kim's back to where I'm just talking to them and it's not in front of Kim, like I'm making nothing, but letting them know, like, hey, just so you know, your mom did this, this, and this. And like, she ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want you to know how special your mom is. And like them hearing that I feel is huge. Cause it kind of, like especially the boys, like teenage boys, 15, 16-year-old boy, like, you're a little aloof
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
to reading the room and what's going on, and like making sure that you got your mom's back and that you do those little things to her back to let her know how special she is to you. Like,
But it's
how
not only
great
that,
that
Randy.
feels to you.
Yes, but then you're setting the example for
Yes.
Yeah.
them as
That's
Well,
what I was gonna
dads
yeah,
say.
yeah,
They
yeah.
and husbands,
Sure. 100%. Yeah.
It's that's
Just like when I was young and him pulling me aside in full circle, and now I can talk to a brawn breaker and go, hey, I saw you do this. Try this and maybe it'll work. And then it works. And he's like, hey man, wow. And just it's the same thing like in all these other aspects of life, but that's another one of them, right? Raising
Yeah.
kids. Like the most important one.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
The
for-
hardest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
No,
far.
no handbook, just kind of fly by the seat of your pants. And yeah. Till
But also bringing it full circle.
Yeah.
And sorry to get emotional a little bit again.
oh boy.
No, I won't go too deep. But I think it's important for our kids to see that we're human too,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
we make mistakes. And yeah, we have moments, where we're maybe not our best selves, but we're going to do everything we can to get back there, you
My
know?
my kids know that about me.
But I think that's a good thing,
Yeah. Well,
because
they
they're going
also
to
see
struggle too in their
if
own
I
ways.
like I feel like I've come a long way, but I misspeak, misstep, make a mistake, maybe it's a little extra there. I'll let them know, and
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'll let them know, like, guys, I was wrong. I was wrong.
that's huge.
Or apologize in front of them so they understand. I feel like being able to apologize and mean it is like such a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a huge thing. And like kind of instilling that in them as young adults, young men especially, like that's huge because you're going to make mistakes, but
Yep.
you need to own up to them and you need to try and fix it. And if feelings were hurt, depending on if they're in that inner circle, like you need to correct that shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How important is ownership,
Right. Yeah. Right. Owning your mistakes
Yeah.
is huge. Accountability is huge.
And it's such a hard lesson to learn,
Right. Right.
and I don't know why it is that I think as human beings or even kids, they feel like they have to be right.
Right.
I've got to be right. Like our kids fight like cats and dogs, fight, just to see who's right. Well, I was right about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like it makes no sense. Like why? Okay,
the
why do
whole-
you care?
What you were talking about is lost, and now it's all
Yeah.
about.
And now
yeah.
it's just
But
about.
that's like
Well, I
kids.
told you so.
Yeah. The worst is when like you bring up like past stuff, and I'm not even talking about the kids, but maybe with my spouse. Like when you guys start
Yeah.
like past stuff. Another thing like we've learned is like, man, dude, you gotta just fucking. It's in the past.
Yeah.
Like
Move forward.
what
Yeah.
a waste of time to sit here
energy,
and
right?
yeah, energy.
We did a podcast with Nick Kahn, and
Right.
that was one of the things he said that stuck with me. Like he's someone not living too far in the future, but you can't be dwelling on the past at any
No.
point.
Yeah.
It's just going to bring you down.
And you
Good
can't
or
change
bad.
it.
You can't do anything about it. And,
Uh-huh. No,
there's
you
moments
can't.
where I'm like, I should have done that yesterday, and I,
Right.
you know,
Well, and
done
that's
now.
something like when I was feeling like, I guess mentally like weak, like past stuff that probably wouldn't have bothered me prior would bother me now.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I was, and then but I would let it and there was like this
Fester.
weird devil on my
Yeah.
shoulder that would go like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
And just it spirals down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
find energy builds on itself. I think negative
Yeah.
energy creates more negative energy,
Sure.
but the opposite is true.
Oh, sure.
Positive energy just
100%.
creates more positive energy.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I know if I come in off the road, and this, this is just a small example, but if I'm irritable from travel and like, and everybody's home and hey, Dad, hey, da da da, and you're short or you don't have as much time for them, or like they read that and they know
Sure.
that. On the flip side, if you come in and you give everybody FaceTime, look them in the eyes, give them the hug, give the boys the high five, pick up Brooklyn and give her a big kiss and like feel that hug back, there's nothing better than that, man.
That's the best.
Like that can change like the outcome like of a day.
For
Like if you-
everybody,
it-
yeah.
yeah. If you like have the like
Right.
wherewithal or I guess the presence of mind to go, okay. And this is something that I've worked on too, and I'm getting a little better at it here and there, still working on it. But like being able to like, before and I don't mean literal door, but like before I walk through that door or before I put myself in that situation, being able to go, okay, self-check. Okay, how do I need to make sure that I don't act or talk or, okay, I'm mad about this or I'm mad like this morning in the hotel, we had some situations with the water being, no one showered. We brushed our teeth with bottles of water. It was rough. And we just got unlucky.
There's no water in the room?
No, it was brown.
Oh.
Yeah. Kept it running. And then it just
And
like,
it never cleared?
it got a little less brown.
Mm.
They came up. I was 40 minutes late to here, but and I'm late a lot.
I mean, it explains the odor. I
was
wasn't
just
gonna.
gonna make that
I put on extra, but that could have really like
Derailed you.
old Randy.
Yeah.
I would have took it out on everybody.
Yeah.
But like I got my people with me, my family. My 8-year-old daughter sitting there. She don't give
She
a
doesn't
fuck.
care. They don't
Oh,
care.
we're brushing our teeth
Yeah.
with bottles of water.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Can
You
we
know?
do this every night?
Yeah, like we didn't end up having time to eat by the time like it all worked out. So we got here, but like I knew there'd probably be food here. And so like there was food here. So everybody's fed. And then I told the situation to our people, the wonderful John Cohn and Bianca, and they're like, Andy, you're good. And then, you apologize to a few fans at the front of the line that got there first and
Right.
but you kind of like make it right as the day goes and you
Sure.
slowly realize like I'm more in control of all this than I might have used to think I was.
You're in control of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How I react to like a
Mhm.
shitty situation that might come upon me that I maybe didn't deserve,
Right.
but I can't take it out on
Anybody else?
the rest of the people.
How great does it feel? Just like I'm proud of you telling this growth. Like you must feel, and I know it's part of the whole self-love thing, but you must feel fucking awesome to be able to say like old me would have lost their shit today.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
like, nah, we can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. Like that's growth.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. It's like, growth. I don't know that I feel awesome about how I used to act,
Yeah,
but it's nice.
it's-
And I know you didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
It feels good to know that I've came this far. But like whenever the guys, someone remember back in, remember this you did and this you said.
be like,
and
no, I
it's
don't actually.
Like, oh man.
Well, maybe you can learn to laugh at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Maybe.
some of it's not funny.
I know, but
Yeah.
like, yep.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you
Well,
gonna
and
do?
it's funny because like I've seen people do that to Sean,
Mm,
and this is like I'm talking like
long time ago.
20 years
Yeah.
ago when he like first came back, like in the early 2000s, and worked with Hunter.
Yeah.
And had the bob, the
Oh,
short hair and everything.
terrible.
But like I remember, like I had never met Sean, and then getting to meet Sean, like I didn't know the old Sean, but
Right.
then you're hearing like, oh, and I know he was there for that, like, and I'm sure
People
Hunter,
like that. Yeah.
gave him shit
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they're like best friends. But like, remember this dumb thing you did? Remember this thing?" And Sean's like,
I've seen that.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
The same sound.
Every now and then he gets batting down. I'm like, there's my buddy.
He'll curse or
And he
something.
gives you
Like,
the look.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's tremendous. Oh man, yeah.
Well, Randy, it is awesome to see you doing so amazingly well.
Thanks.
And of course, we're all work in
It's
progress
a work,
always,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
it's always
are
work in progress.
such an incredible human being. You really are. You're a very special person.
Well, thank you, Steph.
And I love your family and how much,
Guys are so
joy
great to
you
me.
get from them. I mean, that's just, to me, it's what life's all about.
It is,
But
it
not
is.
everybody feels that way. But to see a
No.
dad who loves their family and how much you love your wife, I mean, it's just
And well,
really wonderful to see.
like we're only getting older, and they're gonna be there,
Yeah,
and they're gonna,
if
when
we're
I'm-
lucky.
if
Yeah.
if we're lucky, I'll be there. Not able to, maybe do this or do that for myself, but I'll have these people, and I couldn't imagine being alone
Yeah.
in that position. And I feel sorry for people that are, or maybe will be and don't know it yet,
Yeah.
but should have, had children, had a family.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know.
I feel that way too. But
Yeah,
not
yeah.
everybody does.
No,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
It's totally fine.
To each their own.
But I just
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you for doing this podcast.
Yeah, oh
Thank
my
you
God.
for being you. I've known you for so long. We've
Yeah.
been through our own ups and downs
Sure.
right throughout the years. And it's so great to have this time with you
Yeah. No,
and to just talk to you and hear how you're doing.
I didn't know how this was gonna go.
Right?
And I'm very happy with how it went. And you took me on an emotional roller coaster myself. So hopefully the people watching experience even a fraction of what I did, just sitting here talking with you guys.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
You do have to ask.
I do have to ask. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Fanatics.
Our friends at Fanatics have a fun question for you. If you could go back in time and gift your younger self one piece of teamwear, memorabilia, or something you would have flipped over, what would it be and why?
Now, is this my own personal time or just
Yes.
any?
Anything,
Anything.
like if you were a kid and you were a huge fan of a certain somebody.
So if we're just sticking purely to professional wrestling, which is what I'm going to do, I don't watch a lot of sports.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with wrestling. I'm going to say, so I got one of the casts my dad used to wear.
Oh, that's so cool.
I would say Piper's kilt or
Ooh.
one of Piper's kilts.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really
and I
good
could
one.
have my dad's hat and the kilt and the cast. And,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? And gosh, yeah. Piper's
be pretty
kilt.
cool.
Piper's kilt.
Piper's
Yeah,
kilt. I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
Oops. And we're out.
And we're out.